You're live! We figured it out. Okay. I'm so glad nobody's on. I'm just kidding. Wait, this is gonna be. I think it's all gonna be recorded. Yeah. And our sound is coming through. Shut up over there.
So rude.
I'm totally kidding. Okay, cool. Kelly's genius. It's fine. So we'll wait for a couple minutes and we'll just wait for anybody at all. Anybody getting on. If not, it's fine. It's okay. We'll wait.
We'll just talk to ourselves.
It took 2 minutes for me.
Nope.
I don't know.
She made it hours ago when we got home.
Hours and hours ago.
Probably like an hour ago now.
She made it super fast though. I was impressed.
The noodles are really good.
Are they? That's
They work for you.
You picked them out. They're all for him. I knew you were gonna put that sauce on it.
This is funny. I don't know. There's other views you can do, and like you can do like
so it's not
the group view. Oh, but I think you can only do the group view when other people are there. Mom, get on. Mom,
get on.
Mom.
Is your mom doing that, Kelly?
Get on our live.
You want some cider?
I'm okay, thank you. Do you want any cider?
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna try this.
Oh, that cider. Yeah, I want some of that cider.
You can't have that
Delaney's
cider.
it's not November.
Oh, I'm like, you can't have that.
I'm doing no drink November, by the way.
Oh. Let's see how that goes.
Hey, have faith. All right.
Delaney's been doing it for
16, 17 days.
Yeah?
I've had a couple sips and things, but it's fine.
Hi.
sips are okay.
What's up, girl?
Sips. I just sent it to my mom and I was like, Mom, get on our live. Please, it's been going for 2 minutes. People are going to be like, okay, all right. This is great. They're going to, skip to 5 minutes. I'm just kidding.
Right, skip to 5 minutes, then start watching because the first part is us just talking to each other. And me and Shirley will never have my mom on the team. Because,
God, no.
maybe we can edit it afterwards. I don't know.
Just go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a YouTube channel that we have, though. It's not like,
Yep.
it's not going to be popular.
Yeah, we're like the coolest of the cool. We're the coolest people you've ever met.
Oh, you don't even want that. Neither do you.
Okay, well,
Excuse you.
Well, we could just start.
it's all right. Yeah, we can just. I'm gonna see if
Start talking.
yeah. I was gonna see if anybody had commented on the thing.
Can I try that?
Can I try that? What is it? Cider, you said?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
It's not bad.
Do you like it?
That's what Shane says all the time. Is not bad. Oh, it kind of glitched. I thought we had somebody. Your face. Taylor, get on. She liked it. She should be here now.
She should be here.
Anyway, all right. So we're gonna start in since we're gonna skip to 4 minutes of Delaney and Kelly doing nothing and talking. We got cool new cups at Starbucks though today, like $3 for these. Like these. Don't worry, I bought it for her. So good. Shane, I didn't buy them. She bought them. They're like matte and plasticky.
And they don't sweat near as
and
much.
you just like pop the lid off. It just doesn't screw on. You just know it's on. It's okay. Anyway, enough advertising it for Starbucks. Just kidding. Not an ad. Not an ad.
Shane on that.
Hashtag not an ad. Okay, so we wanted to use this time to reflect on October because now that we're starting to like revamp this team. I mean,
Noodles.
this YouTube's gonna kick all of us off. Anyway, so reflecting on October, and first off, for like the reflection, I think we're gonna start off with like food logs and how those have gone. I think we've only done them
Since last
for
Wednesday.
yes, so less than a week, but it's been really helpful for me personally, like because I'm not eating chips and I'm not drinking alcohol. So obviously I'm not writing down either one of those things because I'm not consuming those things. But I did find that when I am in a snacky mood to have things, I'm like, oh, what can I have instead? And so I had pumpkin pie in my house. I have fruit snacks in my house, and I had gummy snacks with my mom. And it's just like, even though I want to savory something, like I'm like, well, I'm still snacky. I can still eat something good and sweet and all the things. So it's been kind of hard with that. So I'm really trying to like figure out a chip alternative. So I'm gonna do the air fryer thing, hopefully with some like turnip things, and see if I can make some actual chips. And wow, Mom, she's headed to Safeway, so she's not getting on. Our one and only true fan. Just kidding. So that's been like really helpful in seeing that and making sure that like I'm holding myself kind of accountable. And like once I get in the rhythm of like writing down, like I've been writing down my food log every day except for last night, I forgot to, but knowing like once I know in my head, oh, I'm gonna have to write this down later, that really helps, like the accountability part. I don't know. That's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sporadic about it. Like I'll write it down when I remember. So I've been trying hard to actually remember, but I know like when I'm actually thinking like I have to write this down later, I tend to make a better choice because I don't want to look at it and realize I ate terribly. And like one day last week, I literally like wrote "get your shit together" on my paper because I ate terrible that day, but it was not like a bad, like you did a terrible job, just kind of be more conscious of what you're eating. But it makes a difference because I don't want to eat as terrible when I have to like reflect on what I've been eating, I guess. So
yeah, it's definitely like here right in your face, like, oh, I probably shouldn't have eaten 2 pieces of pumpkin pie because I was feeling snacky. Like probably not helping in my fitness and health journey. But I mean, pumpkin pie isn't that bad. Like it's not like I cut out all sweets and I'm eating pumpkin pie. I'm just cutting out chips and I'm eating pumpkin pie and replacement. So figuring out that kind of area, and like using hummus as a dip for veggies versus, or even using veggies as dip for chips or salsa. Because I'm like such a chips and salsa kind of person. And I've gone like probably 22 days with no chips. I did have a handful of chips, but that was a total win because I've only had a handful and salsa versus the whole bag, which is typically what I have.
same.
When I eat chips. And everybody's like, oh, they're gluten-free and all stuff. I'm like, that doesn't mean
It's still chips.
that I can't have them. Like it's not that I can't have them, and I'm choosing not to have them. Because I don't like to say I can't have things because that's limiting knowledge. So I hope everybody else's food logs are going good for them. It's definitely an important aspect of like maintaining a good like vision on what you want to do and how you want to eat and things like that. So it's really helpful. And I don't write it down when I actually eat it. I write it down at the end of the night when I do my gratitude before I go to bed. I say like, okay, what did I eat today? And I like have to really think because I hardly remember what I had for lunch at that point. So
I know that if I don't do it like as I'm going through the day, I try really hard to do it through the day because I will forget. Like I will forget things, especially if it's like a snack. I'll either forget or just if I'm doing it later, I'll be like, it doesn't count. So I try to do it like as I'm actually eating it.
Yeah. Like I should honestly take a picture of my food log and send it and post it in the page because you guys would be like, do I need to eat like crap? Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. All right.
Okay.
And then I also was that all you had to say about food logs?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I'm gonna be like, and Kelly doesn't say anything.
Kelly is silent.
Kelly's silent. She's doing very good in front of the camera. I'm impressed.
You mean I haven't made any odd faces?
No, not necessarily. Okay, so reflecting on the 5 to Thrive that Rachel Hollis introduced to us with the last 90 days, that has been big for me personally, especially with I was in working corn harvest, and that was super hectic and crazy. So I was able to choose 3 different work your way up to it. Like you depends on your personality, but if you need to work your way up to it, do that. I probably would have been the person to say like, oh, I can do all 5. But because I was forced to do only 3 of them, it kind of helped me like really break it down and be like, okay, I know that if I drink 5 bottles of water a day, write 10 points of gratitude, and cut out chips out of my diet for 30 days, like that was big. Like those 3 things were huge. And I was forced in like to really focus on those 3 things. And I knew the one day that I only drank 4 bottles of water, man, I was like, dang it, Delaney, like,
It makes
why?
such a big difference.
Yeah, and I was like, I broke that promise to myself because I wasn't paying enough attention during the day. I wasn't like self-aware enough to realize, oh, I didn't drink as many bottles of water as I thought I did. So then when I got home, I had 2 bottles of water to chug, and that was just not happening because it was already 10 o'clock at night. So that was like instant motivation to not give up on a promise to myself, especially with water, since I had done it already. If I miss 10 points of gratitude, I write them down in the morning. I'm pretty good about that. And I mean, these points of gratitude don't have to be like, I'm so grateful that the gods came out of the heavens and it just rained holiness on me. It's like you were like, where's she going with this?
That's on my dollar.
Yeah, right. She's got it down. She's got all these cool ones down. But it's like, oh, my shake was good today, or I really liked my lunch. I'm really good at food forgiveness or food forgiveness, food gratefulness. But like, or Shane put the laundry away today. You know, like things like that. That like you notice and like you start to notice throughout the day. Like, hey, I'm really thankful that I got to work safely, or my significant other got to work safely, or they got home at a good time, or something like that. Like they don't have to be rocket science by any means. And cutting out things out of your diet, that is something that's so hard. And I think I think it's important though, because now I reached for a bag of chips at my mom's house when we went last weekend. Oh my gosh. And it was like loaded baked potato chips. And I reached for those things and then I was like, I can't even try those because I know I'll eat the whole bag. I just know. I know myself. So those are like my 3 that I stuck with from the beginning. And then I kind of revamped them. And I went to like moving my body for 30 minutes, the 5 bottles of water, 10 points of gratitude, and the food log every single day. Now I have a specific time that I can get up, which is 5:45 every morning. Some days it doesn't happen, but that's on accident most of the time, or accident purpose. And then cut out chips and alcohol now because I'm doing interns. Well, it was kind of a calling anyway on my heart anyway, that I needed to kind of give my life and God my full attention, undivided attention. And so that's why I'm giving up alcohol, and I'm doing this program called Interns with a Church, where you spend a year basically like, it's like a mission type thing. So, yeah, I was excited to add those next steps into it, and I feel like that's going to cause a lot more habits to grow, and then in turn I'm going to be able to create this as my life, as my norm, so that I can spend more time being the best person that I like am supposed to be. Because these steps and these things, like getting up in the morning, drinking all my water, moving my body for 30 minutes. Oh, does Hank want to be in here?
Yes.
Oh, this is Hank. That's Kelly's dog, Hank.
He's a monster.
He's adorable. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Delaney. This is Kelly. Cool. Nice to meet you. 15 minutes in, it's fine.
We introduce the dog first.
That's our life. But yeah, like just like doing those simple things that they're going to come naturally at some point, and they're going to be habits of your life. And that's when you can show up and be like, put more effort into like the extra things that you want to see and do in your life. So,
and to kind of piggyback off of that, like I started with 5 from the beginning, but like I think like the more time that I put into working through them, I change, like the main 5 stick to the same, but I kind of go into those and I've been like tweaking them a little bit and changing them up. So like I like having the idea of having like these 5 things that I'm doing differently with my life that are helping me thrive, be a better person, but I can still go into those and make like mini goals inside of those, because I like to kind of navigate my way through it that way. So they're still the same, but then you kind of just break each one down and you can change it up a little bit. That's what I was thinking, like the first of the month, kind of revisit everything and see, you know, what's going well, what's not going well, how you're going to change it, that kind of a thing. So I really like that about the 5 to Thrive.
Yeah, because every month you can improve some way or somehow in your face. That was good. Like every month you can do a little bit better, and you can add certain things and take away certain things because they are a norm. Because like maybe at the beginning of the year, you can see this. No, the dog's looking at her weird.
And I in turn am looking at him weird back.
But you can take those things off. Like at some point, I'm gonna get up at 5:45 in the morning, move your body for 30 minutes, and drinking water every day. And like I'm basically gonna take all of these things off and revamp them at some point, because the things that I'm starting out with are like super small things, and they're gonna become the norm. They're gonna become the habit. So it's just a continuous thing, a continuous cycle. What's wrong with you?
Dripped on the chair.
So those are really important. And if you don't know what the 5 to Thrive is, go look at some posts in the page, and like the page on Facebook, the Kitchen Today, and you will be able to. My pen's stuck in my hair. It's awesome. You'll be able to kind of understand that. And if you don't find it, or you can't find it or anything, I can tag you in it. Just let me know, or we can chat about it as well. So, is that all you have to say about 5 to Thrive?
Yeah, I don't have anything else, I don't think.
Okay, and then so this last little section that we wanted to kind of go into is talking about our national wake up call. So we are Beachbody coaches, and like this is our job to empower you to be better, like best life inspired team. Like that's what we are, and that's why we've become what we are, is because we started off as like Beachbody, and now we're realizing like we want to build people up regardless. And so we just want to touch on a couple things, like with the national wake up call for our coaches and our teammates that are involved with Beachbody, because we feel like it's important, and they're also really good key points in helping us like share your story and live a better life all around. So some things that we took away from national wake up calls for October, because we're just like reviewing all of them, is really like sharing your story and breaking it down. Like I realized that if I look back at my like old pictures and I think about like the place that I was when those pictures were taken, I can really put myself back in those shoes. Hi, buddy. You're so cute. Whoa. And I can really like put myself back in those shoes to remember that girl, like remember that person. And so then I'm like, oh, if I'm talking to that girl that is lost and needs to sure as heck be found, is in a dark place, or is doing things that aren't life-giving, I'm going to want to share that story of where I was and talking to who that person was. And I really think that like looking back and trying to see those things is really important in sharing your story. with other people. And like as coaches and people doing that, it's important to share that. Another thing was you want to share excitement and you want to have engagement. And so like by asking questions and showing that you are excited and hyped to be there, like what is the workout doing for you? How are these products working for you? What do you enjoy most? And be excited about them. Don't just like, oh, I'm doing this workout and it's cool, whatever. Like be excited about it. Be like, man, that workout kicked my ass today, but I really liked it because my legs are on fire and I am working towards like a better looking body and a healthier lifestyle and things like that. And just breaking it down and being excited about it. And then asking, like having call to actions, like, are you in? What are you looking for in a workout? Like, what do you like about your current protein shake? Things like that, because we have products that we believe in and that we love and that are part of our lives that we want to share with other people. It's not like we're just like out to just absolutely outsell everyone in the world. We're out to share how we feel about things and share that with the world because we feel it's important and healthy and helps us live the best life that we can live. And the last point that I had, because I know you have quite a few points, is like we're in this to create a community. We're not here to sell things and just be super like salesy at all, period. We're here to create a community of people that are either working out or just wanting to better their lifestyles. We're here to be friends with one another and be vulnerable and break things down so that you're able to conquer the 3 to 5, the 5 to thrive, and things like that, like setting goals and achieving them. We want is to be like a family and a team, and we want to be together. And so really instilling that into your coaches or our team as a whole is really important. And I think that that's going to be key as we go forward as a team to really make sure that we are making a community and making everyone feel welcome and seen and heard and things like that. So I really want to pump up the involvement in our group because I know that I put a lot of vulnerable stuff out, and you don't have to be that vulnerable. You don't have to give your whole life story or where you're at or where you came from or anything, but comment and let somebody know that you're proud of them, because that could be you saying that you're just proud of them, or that could be you saying, man, that's where I'm at. Like, I can relate with you. Or be vulnerable and go all out, because what happens on that page stays on that page. It's not like we're in it to just share with the world all your struggles and all your fears and things that you're going through. We're in it to create a community, to be a team, and all the things. So
yeah, I agree. And then I think like a couple things that I picked up too, like about like back to the whole like share your story thing. And like I know for me, I have shared my story and it's like partial pieces of it. It's not like the whole thing. And that was one thing I took away from the first, not the Chris Downing one. I do have it right down here. Ashley Feldson
or something.
Feldson.
She's super awesome.
She made a point to say that she did the same thing. She would share like bits and pieces of her truth instead of just sharing everything and being vulnerable. And I think it makes a difference to go be out there and be vulnerable. And I know that's something that I've struggled with too, kind of starting my business. So just that's the only thing I had to piggyback off the story part. I think everything Delaney said was great. Keep posts engaging, make people want to be there. Sometimes I think it's hard. I know like when I have a bad day, the last thing I want to do is like, be like, hey guys, we can do this, but it's exactly what everybody needs, including myself, like to, just get through it and know that you have that community that we talked about that we're building. So that's pretty much the only things that I took away differently. Yeah. Or not really differently, but just separate from what you said, really. I mean,
yeah. Well, and just showing up, like not only like creating engagement for your own team or your own people or our team, but then showing up. like asking the hard questions and then answering them first is key. Like I answer pretty much all my questions either in the post or in the comments because I want you guys to know like where I'm at. I'm not here to be like, my life's perfect and y'all need to share all these things like because
And I have nothing
it
to
sucks.
say.
Like
Yeah.
right, like I want you guys to share like, oh dang, that was vulnerable. Way to go. Or like, and it's not like I need hands clapping like, oh, you shared that. That's awesome. So glad for you. Like, way to go. I want you guys to be raw and vulnerable as far as you can go and push those limits and show up as uncomfortable as it can be. Show up. I'm working where it's uncomfortable, and that's showing up every single day because there are some days like Monday where I wanted to lay in bed all day long, but I showed up. I literally said yes. I made a schedule at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I followed that schedule all day yesterday until the evening and then pushed a couple things back, but I followed it. Like, just because I had a slow morning doesn't mean that I needed to let that stop me and let that hinder what that day was, because tomorrow's never promised, and we're here to crush every single day.
Every day.
So, I would ask if there's anybody who has questions, but
There was one person.
there was one person on. That's like the coolest thing ever because I wonder who it was. Thanks, Mom. Just kidding. I love whoever you are. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing these every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Hit or miss. Like, I mean, we're gonna be here at 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. One of us at least will be here running this. And that's like a
For sure.
for sure. Because we don't have to worry about holidays, nothing, and all the things. Also, Girl Wash Your Face
Book club. Starts Thursday.
October 1st.
So November 1st.
November 1st. Holy cow.
I was almost in
That's
September.
so- That's awesome. November 1st because it's crazy and 2018 shouldn't be over yet. We are starting. So it will end on January 3rd because I thought of it weird and I didn't think of anyway. So we are starting on Thursday. Read chapters 1 through 3 by next Thursday, and we will discuss those first 3 chapters, and then you will go on. And there's a schedule in the Girl Wash Your Face album.
That's right.
On the Facebook group. And Kelly will be leading that because she's awesome and she likes books and stuff, and I'm going to be like pushing through to read this thing. I might be listening to Audible to catch up a few times.
Same. I mean, not same, but
It's fine. I'm pretty sure I've listened to the first 3 chapters like 12 times, so it's fine. And if you have friends that have read it, invite them to read it again with us because we're really going to like dissect this book and like look into it.
how it applies to you.
Yeah.
Versus
and,
just kind of reading through it.
Yeah. And like it might get pretty vulnerable if you let it. So let it. Because
So
it's
let
gonna,
it. Yes.
just let it. Don't fight the feels. Because it's important to face those things because otherwise you're going to go your whole life and regret things and have a lot of like your calling pass you by basically. And so we don't want that to happen because we love all of you and you're all awesome. So, Workbook Wednesday is tomorrow. I will be posting a video. Super excited. I need to watch their live from today. But if you do miss a Rachel and Dave Hollis live, it is on their Facebook page at Rachel Hollis. And they have all of the lives on there. So if you missed any from like last week or whatever, they're on there. And they're every day at 6 Pacific time on Instagram and Facebook. I watch mine on Instagram. It's easy.
It is easy.
So I'll be posting the Workbook Wednesday video tomorrow. It'll be from a vehicle because we're driving.
A vehicle.
So yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Is that all?
I think that's it. I don't have anything else in my notes about anything else. Oh, one thing I did write down was to go back to the National Wake Up Call, just to touch on it. I did listen to the Chris Downing one because I am doing Shift Shop and the difference between what they had before and what they have now. Because it is a little bit different compared to how it was. On the last 2 days of the week, they have a proving grounds video, and you basically are challenging yourself each week to show how much stronger you got, and it's all kind of points based. It's kind of fun. I hate cardio. Never gonna lie about that. Absolutely hate cardio. Hate cardio day. Like getting through it for me is like death. But I do it. I push play. I get through it. So I think for me, it'll be like more fun to see my progress through the cardio moves versus the weight moves, because I kind of know what I can do there versus cardio where I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna die. So, but that's the main difference with it. It's not like a new program. It's really the same thing it was before, and instead of doing it for like the both ones 3 days a week, you're doing it twice a week plus the. What am I trying to say? Twice a week? No. So you're doing the like speed 25, speed 35, speed 45 twice a week, and then the strength twice a week, and then you're doing the proving grounds once. There's 2 of them. There's one for weights, and there's one for strength. One for strength, one for speed, and you do those once a week, and that's when you challenge yourself, and it's based on a point system. It's pretty cool.
It's probably good for like really competitive people, like
building endurance. And then like for competitive people to see like how many points you can like beat or how many points you have.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Hi. Who is it? I want to see. If you are on, you should comment who it is, because I want to know who it is.
Because we're so curious.
We're so excited to see who this is. I don't know how to do this whole thing. We're working on.
This is our first one.
Yeah,
so
right.
Please.
Participants. Oh, it only says us. It's fine. Anyway, so yeah, I just want. Oh yeah. Anyways, it's good for competitiveness because I think that would I honestly think I would maybe want to do it.
I'm not competitive
because I would want to beat my own score, but
I want to beat my own score.
Like there's a lot of
there's a lot of
there's a lot of coordination.
Yeah.
And y'all see my video every day on Instagram, and I'm tripping over myself every day. Yeah.
It's not pretty.
It's fine.
I'm there. I show up. I press play.
We show up every day. Press play, slay. Anyway, all right. Well, hi, whoever is on, and thank you for joining, because now you can watch what happened before and see all the things. Right. Sorry. Skip to 5 minutes and you'll hear us talking about actual things.
One, so.
Right. Forgive us. It's fine. Okay. We'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all.
Bye.